Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is scheduled for one fall with a 10-minute time limit. Introducing first, he hails from New York City and weighs in tonight at 250 pounds, Donald J. Trump. Your President Donald J. Trump set to face an opponent tonight more feared by over 80s than senile dementia. Because Donald Trump last week had the opportunity against Peter Griffin, had the opportunity to become the new non-wrestlers champion, and he had that opportunity stolen away from him when Jake Paul came out, nailing Peter Griffin with that chair and causing the disqualification. Donald Trump not happy, and he's out for revenge here tonight. Just before his opponent makes his way to the ring, we've just got enough time for today's fact of the day. Most chestnut paste is manufactured in France. Another one of those coming up for you in the next video. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing his opponent, he hails from Cleveland, Ohio, and he weighs in tonight at 228 pounds, Jake Paul. And Jake Paul's been very busy the past week trying to arrange a special pay-per-view boxing match against George Foreman. Of course, not the first time he's been an opponent of Foreman's. Last time in a legal sense, when he got his hand stuck in a George Foreman grill. Tried taking it to court for personal injury claim, but it was thrown out in the end. Nonetheless, Jake Paul set to take on our president here. Donald Trump not happy about him interfering in the match. Of course, Jake Paul was not happy a couple of weeks before when he was planning to assault former President Joe Biden. Donald Trump intervened, and that's where this feud started. A real grudge match on our hands here tonight. I've got a prediction. This is not going to be a scientific wrestling match. I think this is going to be a slugfest. I think this is going to be a real fight. As the two men set to square off, the bell rings as Jake Paul and Donald J. Trump staring down in the center of the ring. And look at that, a cheap shot by Paul. Come on. Any opportunity to gain an advantage, Paul will take it, and he just took it there against Donald Trump. Now really going after him with the right hands, with the kicks, with the punches. Donald Trump caught completely by surprise by Paul's quick attack there. Goes for the Irish whip. Nice reversal by Trump. And now Trump, a few blows of his own, really taking it out on the former YouTube influencer. Nice block there by Jake Paul. Nice right hand and a drop kick. And the president goes tumbling down to the canvas. Jake Paul now goes behind. Vicious German suplex. Dropping the 78-year-old Trump right on his head, and that could be enough to put this match to bed once and for all. But no, look at this, Jake Paul going behind, rear naked choke, trying to put Donald Trump's lights out. Trump managing to wriggle out of that choke though, but look at this, Jake Paul just reapplying it. And now look at this, really choking Trump in a desperate situation here. Once again finds a way out, but Paul going behind with a German suplex, and Trump just can't get away from Paul at the moment. He's at his mercy, and now Paul on the top rope looking to hit a high-risk move. Trump saw that one coming though when he went for the crossbody, steps out of the way, and now Trump, beautiful swinging net breaker. And now Trump trying to keep Jake Paul under control. Nice. Trying to hyperextend the neck with this submission maneuver. Very painful. Trump needs to gain control in this match. He can't afford to have it going the way it was, because Jake Paul was really dominating and could have put this match away early. But look at this nice move by Trump, choking him right against that middle rope. And now Trump really going to work on the ghoulies. Perhaps the weakest spot on a man's anatomy. And Trump knowing really how to punish a man in that area. Jake Paul trying to fight back. Nice block by Trump. And now look at him go. Look at Trump go. Beautiful stuff there by the President of the United States of America. And Jake Paul may have started well, but things not going to plan at the moment. Big shoulder thrust to the midsection by Trump. Collar and elbow tie up. Jake Paul turns him around. Now goes behind. Gets him by the waist. Nice waist lock takedown there by Jake Paul. And now look at this. The front face lock applied. Jake Paul with his foot under that bottom rope. Really, the referee should be making the break, but I don't think he sees it, allowing him to apply extra leverage. And now Paul really going after Trump. Nice block by Trump. And a left hand. Another left hand by the President. And a third one. Knocks Jake Paul down. And now Trump, look at this. Wrapping the arms round him, trying to cut off the oxygen supply to the throat. Strangling him with his own arms. Trump now trying to go for a high risk move. Beautiful spear off the top rope. Should have really gone for the cover there though, should Trump. Mistake letting Jake Paul get back to his feet. Look at that, tries the Irish whip. Jake Paul reverses once again. And look at that, come on! A blatant low blow, and the referee really should have called the disqualification there. But nonetheless, the match continues. And now the roll up by Jake Paul. Oh, come on, his feet are on the ropes. Come on, referee. The referee doesn't see it. Unbelievable. Ladies and gentlemen, here is your winner, Jake Paul. A dastardly, delinquent, devilish, despicable, disgusting dickhead, Jake Paul. I can't believe that Donald Trump, our president, treated like a cheap Las Vegas whore because he has been screwed here tonight.